So the second word we want to put before you is this word freedom. And this comes straight from 2 Corinthians 3, where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. And freedom is a theme all throughout the Bible. Okay. God delivering his people, freeing them. But specifically what we're talking about in this verse and even a little bit in this video is the freedom we have in Christ from sin, from suffering, from so many things.
Yeah, one of my favorite examples in the Bible that we see of freedom is 2 Samuel chapter 6. And this is when David is bringing the Ark of the Covenant, the Ark of God, back into the city of Jerusalem. And this is not an insignificant event because the Ark of the Covenant has the mercy seat on it. And the mercy seat is the throne of God on earth. So this isn't just an object coming back into the city. This is the power and presence of God coming back into the city. So it's cause for celebration. David is making sacrifices along the road, and to put the cherry on top, he's dancing like a fool through the process. He's dancing so crazy, he's going hard, like he's at a wedding or something like that, dancing with all of his might. And he dances so much that he actually embarrasses his wife to a high degree. And his wife comes up to him and says, "Oh, you have embarrassed yourself as king today." And I love David's response in this. He says, "I will become even more undignified than this. Yes, I will celebrate with all my might before the Lord." And I think David understands something about worship that we can learn from as well. It's that God is worthy. He's so worthy of the most foolish, the most undignified response, not just internally, but externally that we could offer him. A response that's free from the thoughts and opinions of the people around us. This internal freedom that we have in Christ that comes out externally.
Yeah, and so if that's what we want to be true of our gatherings for the people in the room, then the question kind of comes to us, what can we do as people on stage or the people behind the scenes to make this a room and a service where people feel the freedom to worship in that freedom they have in Christ? Unfortunately, we could communicate like there's a certain dignified way that we come in to worship Jesus. And the truth that we see in this and all throughout the Bible is that we want to be undignified in our worship. Yeah. Christ has brought us freedom so we can dance, we can shout, we can cry, we can raise our hands, be physically engaged. Yeah. Whatever it is, we want all of that we do behind the scenes from stage to communicate where the Spirit of the Lord is. There's freedom.